So another way to find distance between 2 points is to use Pythagorean theorem. Let's look at the same example from our previous section. Here I have a line segment with points A and B. A has coordinates -4 and -3, and point B has coordinates 5 and 7. According to Pythagorean theorem, in a right angle triangle, the sum of the squares of two shorter sides of the triangle is equal to the square of the longer side, or the hypotenuse. This formula on the screen shows the relationship hypotenuse squared equals side square plus side square. Most of the times you see this formula, which is exactly the same thing as the formula right above it. C is the longer side and A and B are the shorter sides of the triangle. Now to find the distance between point A and point B, we will construct a right angle triangle. And before we do that, we have to figure out what are the other two legs of this triangle. On the right side of the origin, x coordinate for point B is 5, and on the left side it's -4. So if we add both of these coordinates, we get the total length of the base of this triangle. For height, we add the length of the units of y coordinate above the x-axis and below the x-axis. For point B, the y-coordinate is 7. That means that the y-coordinate is 7 points above the x-axis. And the y-coordinate for point A is 3 points below the x-axis. That gives us a total of 10. That's the height of this triangle. Now we have the length of the two shorter sides of the triangle, and using Pythagorean theorem we can find the length of the longer side, which will give us the distance between point A and point B. But before we plug in the numbers into the formula, let's also label the sides of the triangle. So I have labeled the base as A, it has length 9, and height as B, which has length 10, and we're trying to find the distance between point A and point B, and the distance is the hypotenuse of this triangle, and I've labeled that as C. So according to the formula, C square equals A square plus B square. So all we have to do now is plug in the numbers for A and B, square them, and we'll get the value for C square. And once we take a square root of C square, we will get the length of C.